As we take you through the top 10 most popular conspiracy theories of 2023, be ready for an exciting ride. Make sure you press the subscribe button and enable alerts before we continue with the video so you can be informed whenever we release new content. Let's get started now. Here we go. Number 1. Burning Man, Cannibalism Edition. It was sad that dangerous floods occurred at Burning Man 2023, but things might have been worse. A rumor on the internet about an Ebola outbreak began to spread like wildfire as guests of Burning Man found themselves drenched. This spread to another myth, which said that in addition to leaving people stuck due to the flooding, Burning Man was putting individuals into quarantine. When food resources became few, people turned to cannibalism. Even with how absurd this all seems, readers were forced to consider their options when they saw that some headlines included links to websites like the CDC, Forbes, NPR, and CNN. Those photos were all, of course, Photoshop. However, Marjorie Taylor Greene added one more conspiracy theory, that people's beliefs on climate change were indoctrined by the mud during Burning Man. Number 2. The world ends on September 23. December 21, 2012 passed and the globe continued to spin. Conspiracy theorists have since attempted to resurrect September 23 as the date of the rapture. According to a hypothesis that dates back to the 1970s, Earth will collide with Planet X, also known as Renegade Nibiru, on this day. On September 23, 2017, the hypothesis returned after falling short in 2003. The end of the world was then postponed until April 23, 2018. September 23, 2023 was once again the focus of conspiracy theorists, albeit this time the focus was more on the date's significance in films like Little Shop of Horrors, Sleepy Hollow, Knowing, and Tomorrowland than it was on the Nibiru hypnosis. The mention of a Taco Bell advertisement was made. Appropriate considering the result, this was the conspiracy theorist's quick meal. Number 3. The assassination of Donald Trump. Although the majority of those threatening Donald Trump have been ordinary citizens, is it possible that an assassination attempt might reach the highest levels of government? No, but Tucker Carlson still said that we are speeding towards Trump's assassination in 2023 in spite of this. Given the likelihood that Trump would win the Republican nominee in 2024 and perhaps even win the presidency again, Carlson suggested that both parties have decided that Trump is too threatening to continue in office. Renowned conspiracy theorist Alex Jones concurred with Carlson, claiming that Trump would either be blown up by plane or poisoned by the so-called deep state establishment, making it appear as though he is having a heart attack. We would question, based on what evidence? Yet Alex Jones and Tucker Carlson are cited. Facts and such silly things have never stopped them before. Number 4. Godzilla egg washes up in Japan. On the seashore, an enigmatic ball that appears to be composed of iron is discovered. If this were elsewhere else in the globe, you would probably think it was just a random fragment of wreckage. However, given that it was discovered near Hamamatsu, there is only one plausible explanation. Godzilla is nesting season. Social media seized the chance to portray the rusty spherical as a massive egg laid by a snake. Other ideas related to the sphere to Michael Crichton's sphere and Dragon Balls. The most sensible hypothesis was that it may be a bomb. The officials concluded that the sphere was empty after using X-rays, so no unborn Godzuki or bombs within. But they still don't know where the ball originated from. Godzilla devotees aren't taking any chances until then. Number 5. Alien bodies from Mexico. Believing is seeing. Those who have lived their entire lives stargazing were prepared to accept the presentation of two little, alien-looking mummified remains by journalist Jamie Mawson before Mexico's Congress. Though the creatures themselves could be close to a millennium old, Mawson stated that the remains were found in Peru 6 years prior. Plus, one of the purported aliens carried eggs inside of her. Although the remains' route from Peru to Mexico is unknown, Mawson says he has done absolutely nothing illegal. Many have questioned Mawson's veracity and the origins of the entities. Certain specialists believe that actual mummy pieces were used to influence the entities. Some speculated that they resemble real Peruvian Nazca mummies. The men in black are still in the process of rendering their judgment. Number 6. Sound of Freedom, a QAnon production. Sound of Freedom, which is centered on sex trafficking, turned as the summer's biggest unexpected hit. It was also one of the most contentious releases of the year, with some claiming that it supported QAnon. Star Jim Caviezel promoted a bogus QAnon hypothesis while promoting the movie at the Health and Freedom Conference, a claim that director Alejandro Monteverde disputes. The character that Caviezel plays, Tim Ballard, has also been charged for backing QAnon. With the pay-it-forward ticketing concept allowing anyone to purchase and contribute tickets, the exact number of persons who saw the movie has been disputed. However, according to Angel Studios, the majority of ticket purchases were everyday people. The studio refuted yet another rumor that AMC was manipulating and canceling shows when in fact, the company was expanding its number of theaters. Number 7. Yevgeny Prigozhin faked his own death? Yevgeny Prigozhin, the head of the pro-Russian private military firm Wagner Group, backed Vladimir Putin up until June of 2023, when he started an uprising. It did not work out well for Prigozhin, who died exactly 2 months after putting an end to the uprising alongside a number of other people in an aircraft accident. At this point, we question in a dramatic manner, or did he? A week after the disaster, there were allegations that Prigozhin had staged his own death. Conspiracy theorists contend that Prigozhin was either on a second flight or had a body double take his place. Despite the DNA evidence pointing to the contrary, evidence that Prigozhin's jet was sabotaged suggests that there may be a true conspiracy behind his murder, even if there is little evidence to support such wild accusations. Number 8. 15-minute cities. Cities that have all the necessities nearby are referred to as 15-minute cities. Whether you want to bike or walk, everything is accessible in around 15 minutes. Although the idea is meant to enhance life, conspiracy theorists in 2023 depicted 15-minute cities as a complex government scheme to repress citizens and manage the populace. It has also been suggested that 15-minute cities are the first steps toward outlawing fossil fuel-powered automobiles because they don't require cars. Despite the lack of concrete information, terms like ghettos, urban incarceration, and dystopia have been used to characterize 15-minute cities. However, believers have intimidated individuals like as Carlos Moreno, who contributed to the concept of 15-minute cities. Number 9. The Putin Trap, aka Double Putin in Trouble, aka Weekend at Vladdy's, aka Don't Tell Mother Russia the President's Dead. There were several speculations in 2022 that Russian President Vladimir Putin was suffering from cancer and other serious ailments. In January of 2023, Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, went a step further and questioned Putin's existence. Zelensky left open the idea that Putin had been replaced by a doppelganger after his death. The Kremlin confirmed Putin's denial in October of 2023. Putin has denied employing doubles in the past. In the same month, Russian political scientist Valery Solovey declared that Putin had passed away and been replaced by a doppelganger. Some people might find it difficult to accept that Putin and the Popper thesis as a whole. Still, we will be watching for small details, particularly when Putin removes his shirt during his next address. The last here is a bombshell. Number 10. Tupac, Resurrected Conspiracy. Gangster Dwan Davis was taken into custody by Las Vegas police 27 years after rapper Tupac Shakur was killed. Davis, who is accused of first-degree murder, is thought to be the final survivor who had any connection to Shakur's passing. The idea that Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, Davis's nephew, was the gunman who shot Shakur was resurrected by this development in the case. Shakur and Anderson got into a confrontation in the MGM Grand Lobby, just hours before Shakur was shot and killed. In 1998, Anderson lost his life in an unconnected gunfight. Many continued to view Anderson as the main suspect, even after the authorities withdrew their investigation. Despite having repeatedly named Anderson as the shooter, Davis has entered a not guilty plea. Though certain aspects are still unclear, it seems becoming evident that Anderson was involved. Which 2023 conspiracy theory do you think is crazy enough to be true? Let us know in the comments. And thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for top 10 content. Bye for now and see you in the next video.